Hello and welcome back to my channel. In today's video I'm going to be going through products that I have to throw out because they've gone bad, they've expired, which is probably the same thing. I don't use them anymore. They have a bit of a funky scent to it, which all ties in with going bad. So I have a little Sephora bag here that is quite heavy, and then I have an eyeshadow palette here that's quite old. I don't remember what exactly is in this little bag because I've had this video on my filming to-do list for quite some time. I want to say probably 6 months since before I moved, and I'm finally just getting around to film it now because life's been crazy and I felt in the mood to film it. I'm feeling pretty good right now. I just got my hair done this morning. I don't know if you can tell too much on camera, but it's looking cute. I have a drink next to me and I have a bag here, and I just felt like I was in the mood to film. By the way, I've had a mask on all day. I got my hair done this morning. My hair took a couple of hours, and then I was in and out of stores all day, so mask was up, mask was down, mask was up, mask was down, and I've got to say my makeup has held up very, very well. I had to touch up a little bit of my blush here. And obviously I wasn't wearing this lipstick while I was out earlier, but the combination today that I used for my face is the Too Faced Peach Perfect Foundation, along with a little bit of the Dior Backstage to lighten it up just a little bit. And then I didn't even use a primer. Nope. And then to set it, I set it with... Did I use the Urban Decay or did I use the Charlotte Tilbury? I think I used the Charlotte Tilbury today because I wanted to test it. And my makeup is held up. I'm very impressed. So, I'm still going to do that video where I compare the Urban Decay versus the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. So this is what I used today. Held up pretty well. That's what I used the other day in my last videos I was talking about. But anyways, this isn't a video talking about how long my makeup's lasted for and how good it looks. I'm going to get right into it before I ramble on even further. Okay, so I'm just going to tackle the first thing here, which is what this bag is sitting on. And I think it's time that I toss this out. This palette has been around, I googled it and I can't remember, since 2012 maybe? I don't remember. But it was the first time... So back in the day, back in the YouTube day, where YouTube gurus existed, they exist now. But if any of you remember these names, Dolls Candy 87, From Head to Toe, MAC NC40, Makeup by Tiffany D, Petrolude, I'm not sure if I'm saying that right, X Sparkage, and X Teener. So those are all the makeup people. Is this going to focus? That contributed to this palette by Sigma. It's the Paris palette. I am probably going to Google it after I'm done this video and just put how old it is, like the year down here. But, I mean, this is the first palette that I felt like I needed. I ordered it. I don't know how much I paid for it, but I live in Canada, so it cost a pretty penny. It came with a brush for the face for blush. Don't even have it. Didn't even like it. And it came with a brush here, which I also don't even use because I didn't really like it, so that was kind of a waste. But there's a blush here, there's another blush here. This one's a more soft rose blush. This one is got more of a peachy tint, and this is a highlight, which doesn't really do anything anymore. I used some of the eyeshadows, as you can see here, but like I just feel like it's time to throw this thing out. It doesn't smell, but I also haven't used it in decades, and I just feel like the eyeshadows have gone, like, they don't even swatch well anymore. And, like, I don't even know if they ever swatched well, because I don't, like, the quality like we're dealing with these days is far different than, like, you know, the quality from before. So I don't even know, like, they don't even, like, I'm, like, doing 3 passes on the screen here, and it's so light and powdery, and I think it's time to toss it. I'm not going to use it anymore. I have other stuff I'm reaching for. Like, if I wanted a blue, I have one from Pat McGrath. If I wanted that, I have one from another palette. Like, I have all these colors. So it's time to toss this out. So this palette, I kind of want to keep it for memory purposes, but at the same time, I'm just like, maybe just throw it out. Get rid of some things. I haven't decided yet, but I'm no longer using this, and it's going bye-bye. Okay, so the next thing here is this Dior Air Flash spray. I was gonna say spray deodorant. This Dior Air Flash spray foundation. This is in the shade 301. I don't know how old this is. I don't use it anymore. I tried to use it one day just to see, and I feel like it accentuated my pores. It kind of looked oily on me, so which leads me to believe it's expired. It's more than a year old, and I mean there's still product left, but I don't think I'm going to use it. It's also too dark for my skin tone right now, so that's that. And along with that was the Dior Air Flash Matte Touch Long Lasting Airy Powder. So I guess this was supposed to go on your face after to like tone down the shine. I didn't really use it because I think it gave me like a cast whenever I used it, so I didn't want to, you know, interrupt my blush and my highlight. So I in theory, good idea, but it looks like it's now oxidized and gone bad because if you can see the spray bottle, like it's supposed to be clear and it has like brown gross stuff on it, so bye-bye. Alright, moving on, I have two foundations from Laura Mercier. It's the Silk Cream Foundation. I did like this back when I used it. The shades for these were perfect. Like, I wish I could find, like, the shades for these were beautiful. Like, they weren't too pink, they weren't too yellow, they were, like, the perfect colors. I had sand beige and I had medium ivory, summer shade, winter shade. I also mixed the two in between seasons. But I was using these when I had oilier skin back in the day, and now that my skin is more dry, I would love to be able to use these, but they've gone bad. They break up on my skin now. The last time I tried to use them when I decided to retire them because they're so old. I don't even know how old, but it says 18 months and I've had them way longer than 18 months. So it's time to say goodbye to these guys. Okay. Oh, I know it's so heavy. It's these Maybelline Color Tattoo things. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wow. I had 8 of these things and they've all dried up. So back in the day, again, years ago, when these things were like all the rage, I remember I bought this shade in, nope, was it this one? Gold Shimmer. Where is it? Bad to the Bronze. Nope. That too, but where'd it go? Bad to the Bronze right here. This one I bought purely because, what was her name? Casey Holmes bought it and said she loved it, so I bought it. I mean, I'm not even into like bronzy, browny, taupey colors all that often, but I bought this just because she said it. I mean, I have quite a bit of a dent in this one. I think I used it as a base for eyeshadows back in the day, but it's so dry, like, I mean, I can still put my finger in and like scrape some out. It's still swatches. It doesn't smell, but I mean, I've had this for so long, like, they start to like crack and like cave in on the edges here. I don't use them. I have my bases for when I want to need a base, and I don't need these anymore. They've taken up room in my makeup space and I'm trying to clear room, you know, condense, organize. But I had Bad to the Bronze. I had this one here, Tenacious Teal, which this one isn't as used, but it's coming out of the pan. Like, there's a huge gap on the side, so it's really, really dried up. Tenacious Teal. There was also Mossy Green. Oh, this one was really pretty. I do have another pencil that's like this, so I don't use it anymore, but again, there's like a significant dent in it because I did use it. Mossy Green. I have Rich Mahogany, which was a nice, warm, bronzy brown, a little bit deeper than the Bad to the Bronze. There was Gold Shimmer, which was really pretty, like burnt gold, old gold, antique gold. I really love those colors. I still do a little bit, I just don't wear them as often. But these are all like, I mean, if you push on it, you can make a dent in it, but they're just like, you can't use it, especially on like textured eyelids. It just brings it all of the texture. It's just disgusting. Sun Washed Sky. This was a fun one, although I didn't really use it all that often. It was more like an accent or a base for like silver or like blue shadows to give it a bit of like a twist. That was really pretty. I'm sad to see this one go because I could still use this one. If it was still good, I would like to still use it. Barely Branded was a beautiful, this one reminds me of MAC's, oh, what's it called? It's funny, some of these still have like a little bit of life left in them, but they're gross and dried up. What's that called? Oh, I have it right here. Excuse me. Nope. Sebastian, enough. You wanted to come here. Bear Study. Max Bear Study. It reminded me of Max Bear Study. I still have that. That one still works. It's still good to go. But yeah, and Toughest Taupe. This was a really nice one. It was like a basic taupe color. Really pretty, although I didn't really use it as often. I used it more as a base on top of other things. I never really used it by itself. But yeah. So those are going bye-bye because they are expired and dried up and disgusting, and I don't want to have an eye infection by putting them on my eyeballs. Alright, drink break. Hey! You wanted to come here. He ate curry rice earlier, and now his beak smells like curry. Okay, so a couple things left. These things here, I have a couple of colored mascaras from the Sephora collection that I am retiring because they weren't that good. I bought them. Were they on sale? I mean, they went on sale, and I was pissed because I think I paid full price for them. I'm not entirely sure. But I had this cobalt blue color, but they just didn't give, like, the colors were cool. But on my dark lashes, they didn't really show a whole heck of a lot. I had to put like a white primer on and then use it over top. And even then, like, I had to layer it a lot just to see. And I just didn't find, like, the blue one was nice, but this purple one here didn't really show up hardly at all. And, like, there's still a lot left in here, but I'm not using them anymore, so I'm just going to throw them out. And then this light blue. I mean, in theory, they are cool. However, they didn't really perform all that well, so as much as I hate to throw them out, I don't use them, and they're just taking up space in my area. And I'm getting hot, so I'm taking my sweater off. Okay, next. I have this little single eyeshadow here from Stila. Do you remember Stila? They don't, they're not around in Sephora anymore. I think it's just online and then in Shoppers Drug Mart here in Canada. This thing is still good. However, it's got the most weirdest consistency. Like, it's still emollient, but, like, it's, like, gross looking. It doesn't smell, but, like, when you stick your finger in, it just, ugh. It reminds me of, like, algae. Gross. But yeah, that's a really pretty, it's called Metallic Black Gold. And this was the Magnificent Metals eyeliner. I didn't use it all that often, which sucks because I feel like that's like the theme here. I don't use this all that often, which is why they've gone bad and I have to throw them out. Like, I'm really, now, these days when I'm buying makeup, I'm trying so hard to buy stuff that I'm only going to use it if I'm not going to use it. Like, it stayed in my finger. Gross. I don't remember doing that before. Anyways, okay. Moving on to, now these are old. The erase paste from Benefit. Does anyone remember these? What do you want? So I've had these for so long that they have like the nastiest, like they smell like Crayola crayons. Like they're so bad. Oh. This one was shade 2 and this one was shade number 1. I used the crap out of these, but they were such giant pots that I couldn't even get through. What replaced these for me was the Laura Mercier Secret Camouflage Concealer. And then now what's replaced that is the NARS Soft Matte. Love it for the inner corners. It has a peach base to it, so it helps cover the dark circles. Oh my gosh, Sebastian, can you just behave, please? Can you please behave? I'll pretend I'm talking to you. How about that? So yeah, these are going bye-bye. Alright, just a few more things left. Mostly lip products, a couple eye products. I'll go over the eye products, and then we'll do the rest of the lip products that I'm tossing out. So first one is this Urban Decay eyeliner. It's called Demolition, and I love this, but like, if you can see here, the packaging broke. Like, this was the perfect brown for me. I love this, and I'm so sad that it dried up and is gone. Because it was a beautiful brown. I loved the brush. It just made the most beautiful wings before my eyes got a little more hooded. And I believe they discontinued this. I've replaced it with the KVD tattoo liner, which is nice, but I feel like it just dries up a whole lot faster. But yeah, these were beautiful. I love them. I went through maybe, this was my third one I think that I went through. And then there's this Sephora crayon, that I'm retiring because I don't use it anymore and it dried up. And I was looking for a light gold to use as like a base for my lower lash line stuff that I eventually switched to the Essence one for. But yeah, this one just dried up and I didn't find it glided on as smooth. There's the color there. It was really hard to get on my hand because it's dried up and gross. But this was in the shade Silver Coin, number 2. I don't even know if it's available anymore, but it's gone. Okay, next thing here is this lip pencil from MAC. It's called More to Love. It's dried out completely. Like, there's the little nub, and like I can't even. Oh, it's disappeared under the thing. But it was a really nice like burgundy pink, similar to the lip color I'm wearing today. But it's gone, and I can't back to MAC because it's a sharpenable pencil. Sebastian, you're annoying everyone. I'm sorry. So sorry, guys. Okay, next, I was on the fence and I just threw this in last week. It's this NARS pencil in Bolero, and it's a lip pencil, and it's like this creamy pink corally color. I don't want to throw it out, but at the same time I've had it for so long and I just don't use it. And yeah, it's got a bit of a scent to it. So I mean, like, I just don't feel like there's a point in using it anymore. Like, the cap doesn't even really stay on, so I'm just gonna toss it. But I was obsessed with that color back when I was like in my early 20s, like obsessed. And like I tried to wear it, and every time I put it on, I just felt like it didn't look right. Oh, that's the other reason why I'm gonna get rid of it, because it just doesn't look right on me. Like, I found the older I'm getting, the less super pale shades look on me, and I have to go for just like a little bit deeper, just a little bit. Alright, getting down to the final things here, let's do these Buxom lip glosses that have turned bad. They smell. I'm so sad because I wasn't done with this Kelly shade. This is like the most beautiful shade of like pink with sparkle. If there's a sale on, I might, and not just a sale for like 20% off, but like a bundle. Oh sweet, I got that fly, nice. But yeah, it just doesn't smell good. And when I put it on, it just doesn't go on smoothly anymore, so it's time to retire, even though I barely even use this one. Such a sad waste. Like, that's what happens when you buy too much makeup and you don't have a chance to use all of it and get enough use out of it. Like, that's why I feel like this past year is when I'm really, like, being extra aware of what I'm buying and what I'm actually using, because, like, this stuff is going bad. Like, stuff that I bought, like, 5 years ago, a year ago, 3 years ago, it's starting to go bad. It's making me realize how much I don't use all my stuff, and it's just bringing, I don't want to do that anymore. I want to have a curated collection that I want to use and I want to love using. And then this one called April. This one was pretty too. It had a bit of a sparkle in it. This one was paler pink. That one is a little bit more warmer pink. April here. I'm a little less sad to see this one go, but still sad. I mean, they still smell slightly minty, but I can tell they're turning rancid. But yeah, I'm not going to even bother swatching because you're probably not going to be able to see them. But yeah, these two unfortunately have to go. And then down to the last 3 products here before I wrap up this video. I have 3 lip products. These are all lip products. The first one is from Bite. Now this one was way back in the day, like I don't even know how many years ago, but this was a double-ended lip product. Oh, and it just came completely out. Double-ended lip product. One end was a pink, more pinky color, even though it looks purple on camera, and the other end was even more purple. So one was like more of like a pinky, and one was like purple. So you can see here, purple, and then that was the pinky edge. This was really cool. As you can see, I didn't even use it all up, which is unfortunate because these are really cool lip colors. I don't even know what they were called. Oh yeah, okay. So Palomino. That shade was Palomino, and then the more purple violet side was called Violet. So yeah, I'm sad to see these go again, but oh well, they reek. They smell so bad. Like, they smell like, ugh, disgusting. Bye. Alright, and the last 2 products here are Smashbox lip products. This one here is a mini Smashbox lip always on cream lipstick, liquid lipstick. It's a beautiful shade, however, it's dried up. It was just like a mini sample, and I can't even use it anymore. But I used it I think once or twice. I liked it, but it doesn't work anymore, so I'm tossing it. It was a nice burgundy purple color, similar to what I have on my lips right now. maybe a little bit more purple. And then this one here from Smashbox. It's another one of their liquid ones. It was called Fair Game. Now, I bought this when I was really into like nudes and I wanted to try and get on the darker nude lip train. Didn't really go so well for me. This looked nicer on like when I was my tannest in the summertime, but these days I'm just not into like that dark pink, sorry, that dark nude lip color. I find pale and nude suit me. But I mean, it's a pretty beautiful color. I didn't like it on me. That's the color there. It's getting a little bit dried out. It doesn't smell yet. Maybe I'll try and use it one more time. I don't know. Or I might just return it. I mean, not return it. Retire it in the garbage because it's been sitting in this bag for the past 6 months and I haven't used it once or missed it. So I think it comes to a point in time where you just have to like let it go, right? Okay, and that is it for the stuff that I am getting rid of due to expiring, not using anymore, basically expiring. He's like rubbing his beak on my hand. It's so cute. Alright guys, that is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I will start gathering another bag of stuff that is going on its way out / I'm using up. There's a few MAC lip products here that I have to... Ooh, I did a back to MAC today and I got 2 new lipsticks. But I didn't put them in here because I didn't think it mattered. Anyways, now I'm just rambling. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!